ranked number 9, I believe, in the division. JDM, thank you for the 47 months of membership. You finally gave up on wearing that stupid toupee. It's not a toupee. You saw it in every stage of growth. It's not a toupee. Just embrace the bald head. Look at bald and bankrupt. It's not the end of the world. I'm not bald and I'm not balding. I just put the beanie back on. I'm done. Like, you know, sorted out my hair. I'm done with it. Might as well just put this on and stream. And it's freezing cold in the UK as well. Confident are you in Umar? Pretty confident, I think. Pretty confident. I think he'll get like a question mark kick and head kicking or something. Do it. No, I cannot. It shan't happen. It cannot happen. And I definitely can't admit that it's happening on stream as soon as I'm renting this place out, but no, I'm not. You just need to go. I do, to be fair. I do. It is what it is. It's hard, guys. It is hard to meet new people when you meet them on the first day, and then if they know you do the YouTube thing, they know everything about you by the next time you speak to them. Everything. All the controversies, all the stories, all the this, all of that. It's tough. Like everyone I look at, I met my girl at the tire shop. That's cool. Whatever. I'm talking. Sorry. No offense. That's a cool story though, Roy. Yeah, that's pretty cute, you know. At the tire shop, it's nice. But I'm talking, buddy. I don't know. Whenever I talk to someone that knows of me, in my family even, or even like friends of the family or anything like that, I'm looking at them, yeah, and I know they know so much more about me than I know about them. You know? Like I can see they're looking at me like, this is it. You know? It's weird, man. It's really strange. It's a strange dynamic to, you know, leave the social world as nothing and then re-enter it as some kind of thing called the MMA guru. It's a strange dynamic, you know. Nobody knows, dude. People in my family watch. My cousins watch. They're probably watching now. My cousin's probably watching now. One of them at least. That's the way it came across to me when I last met them, that they were actually watching all this I was doing. Medic Kopylov. Fair enough. Joining a gang has to be committing crimes, knowing you could spend the rest of your life with other men is kind of, yeah, true. Knowing the results of doing crime means that you'll be locked in a cell with other men, and still doing those crimes is crime. That's honestly so true. That's honestly so true. That's something to think about, yeah. What a take. The thought of losing your only life to jail is scary. Some people do it out of like they need to do the crime, but it's very rarely that way these days. Very, very rarely that way. But yeah, that's actually true. Crime is lame. No. What about robbing banks? If the thing that you're trying to get away with is 10 times better than how much more negative jail is compared to your current life, then it's kind of worth. I'm not encouraging it, but like Lee Murray fucking trying to rob the bank for 80 mil and getting away with it until he got hooked on in Morocco is based. But like doing some regular ass fucking crime shit, some hood shit is just lame as fuck. Like, why are you risking being locked in a cell with other men for the rest of your life? The fuck? How many of years of boxing and wrestling for a street fight? Update me on how the things are going. I would be okay with it. But no, just do what you want, man. I don't really care. Seeing you in a hoodie tells me your physique is summer ready. Nah, it's just cold. It's actually just cold. Do you think Umar and Usman ever lose? They have to lose at some point, or this sport is rigged to have 3 men from the same family retire undefeated. It's unfair when it's their family, man, because it's all their family over there. You know? It ain't like the Miller brothers getting it done. You know what I mean? Thank you for the $5. Thank you for the $1. Impression of Skip Bayless offering 1.5 million to a co-worker to sleep. Jesus, like what goes through your head to do that, man? Forget paying money for sex. That's embarrassing enough. 1.5 mil. Who was even the co-worker? Like, who was the co-worker? Do we know? Thank you for the $1 Australian, Miguel Cheer. Why don't you make him 3 videos about Pereira ducking Ankalaev, just like you did for Jones ducking Aspinall? When people give a fuck about it, I probably will. But he's not ducking him, is he? He's going to fight him next. He's just like riling him up as far as I'm seeing it. Thank you for the 1, Miguel Cheer. Ruined Irish MMA for new fighters. I'll take it, but like, I don't see the point in why you're doing this. You need to get a life out of my chat. I might ban you soon. What's the best base? What's best? MMA for smaller guy in a street fight. You know what? I think boxing. I think, chat, the worst mistake for smaller guys to beat massive opponents was to trick them and say it was grappling that's going to give them the balance. Oh, just learn jiu-jitsu. It's perfect against bigger opponents. That's going to get you hurt. Smaller guys that can throw hands are actually terrifying. And I'll say that as a much larger person than most. There's nothing more scary than a guy who naturally your chin is up against, by the way. Who's like short with that end. Like, it's kind of hard in a street fighting scenario to put away a smaller dude who's got hands. You know what I'm saying? Like proper hands. Probably just, I think boxing is the best martial art for street fighting. I always think that. Anything that can get it done within about 5 seconds is probably best. Will you at least do a collab with Gypsy Crusader? Miguel Jet. Another one. Miguel Jet, I'm actually timing you out because you're costing yourself for no value. So you're timed out. Sorry, brother. I gotta stop you. You're costing too much for such little value, brother. Go to your local cafe and get a breakfast and a coffee or some shit. Go for a walk or something, you know. It's not that bad. Nina Drama's box would look like Davy Crockett's hat. Yeah. Thank you for the $5 Australian. All right. Jesus Christ. Thank you very much, Miguel Chair, but you're literally sending a fucking dollar a fucking second in my chat room and you're going to run your fucking bank account dry. So I don't know what you're going through, but you shouldn't be spending all your money here for nothing. I've probably seen it. Someone's probably sent me it online or some shit. Still here, been a minute. How does it feel to be rich? It's worthless if you don't have the fucking happiness to go with it, brother. I don't know. It's a constant. It changes things, though. Of course, it makes me less stressed. Actually, it doesn't make me less stressed because I'm permanently stressed about, like, I don't know. I'm stressed about once you got it, you stress about not having it. You know what I mean? Whereas before I had it, I didn't stress about that. But it's a better stress to have than stressing about not having anything ever. Any idea of that, you know? But, you know, whatever. Thank you for the $2. Cody Haddon and Alejandro Tapuria predictions. Cody Haddon. I got Cody Haddon. Anyone else? Good old Cody Haddon TKO win. Give it the 80 pence. Miguel Che's son. Miguel Che's son, yeah. Impression of Jesse on Fire stand-up. Make me a sandwich, little guy. You guys need to watch Jesse on Fire's stand-up video that he did with Tony Ferguson. Oh my God, dude. It was a video about Tony Ferguson. I can't remember the one that it was, but...
Plan, guy. In what way? I'm going to do a bit. You have not written one word down. Yeah, I know. The point I was making is that stand-up comedy's not that hard. And you're just going to wing it. I'm just going to wing it. What are you going to talk about? We're talking about having a YouTube channel. Yeah, I've seen a lot of really successful bits from stand-up comics about YouTube channels. Hey, guy, how about you worry about yourself and go take a seat over there and watch Daddy work? So, I have a YouTube channel, you know? One of the things that happens as a person with a YouTube channel is you interact with people in the comments, right? Everybody gets to have a voice about the things that you say. Now, do I have to read the comments? I don't. But, you know, as a person who likes to bask in my own glory and, you know, hear people, you are amazing, Jesse on Fire. Your takes are fantastic. You know, you got to read the comments if you're going to get to those ones. But you also have to read the people that disagree with you or outright hate you. They hate you. They've got things to say about your personality and your personality defects, and you're going to read those comments. Here's the thing about that. They all sound the same to me. And when I say they all sound the same, I'm saying the voice I hear them in is the same every time. No matter who it is, no matter what they say, they sound exactly the same to me in my head. You know, like if you go, great take, Jesse, I'm like, awesome. You sound like a smart person. Like it just sounds like a normal voice. But like as an example, if you were like, your take on Conor McGregor was absolutely uneducated and stupid. I don't think that Conor is going to come back in the way that you said. You sound like that to me, you know? And that's just if you disagreed with my take, you know, that's the voice of a person who disagrees with my take. You know, I think that you're on the right track. However, Dustin Poirier is a different fighter from the last time that you brought up. He's a special fighter now. He's a special fighter. You know, like that. But then people escalate things, you know, like they want to bring the ruckus. They want to attack me personally. And so in your mind, you think you're typing, you're like, hey, pal, why don't you take a look in the mirror and ask the narcissist looking back at you why you hate yourself so much? You know, like that's the voice you said. Hey, why don't you ask yourself why you hate yourself so much? Here's the problem for you, bud. I'm reading it in text. You want to hear how I hear it? Why don't you go look in the mirror? Ask the narcissist that you see why you hate yourself so much. Why?
It was something to do with Tony Ferguson. It was so fucking bad. Let me read some of the comments on it. Maybe that'll be funny. Tony Ferguson. Where's the Tony Ferguson video? Plus the ginger pappy emerges. Oh, this is so bad. Shall I read the comments? Jamal Hill would be the bad guy on what? On Phonum Grave. Not on Phonum Grave. I meant based on. My name's Guru. All right. Jesse on Fire. Let me read Jesse on Fire's thing. He was basically talking about how easy stand-up comedy was. And in the comments are, way to prove how hard comedy is, Jesse. Stand-up is easy. Proceeds to be unfunny for several minutes. Your stand-up makes Brendan look like a comedic genius. This was so bad. The stand-up was pretty embarrassing, man. Man, I'm so embarrassed watching this. Bro, the entire stand-up segment, not even a smile was cracked. Oh, God, dude. It's very sad. Do you think Marab is just a crybaby? A little bit, but I think he's just a bit inbred. So he jumps to conclusions on things. And it's better to be violent sooner than later sometimes. You know what I mean? Is low IQ in this, true. Actually, like Jesse on Fire, but that stand-up was so bad, it's hilarious. I know. I legit can't stop saying, people forget, man. He was a marauder. I'm just laughing to myself like a tard. Dude, people forget, man. People forget, man. That I can't unhear it in Rogan's voice. There won't be a time I will hear that from anything other than Rogan's voice. Forever. Like, it can be 20 years from now. Someone will say, people forget, man. And I'll immediately repeat it back in my head. People forget, man. Joe Rogan won't have you on unless you start talking about the pyramids and aliens. Thoughts on those topics? I really think that we're glazing like the intricacy of the fucking pyramid. Just build it layer by layer. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people really over it. The pyramids are cool because of their positioning, but back in the day, what the fuck else are you gonna do? On a real. Like if you achieved some level of like, I have a supply of food and water and I have all of these people at my disposal, the fuck else are you going to get up to? You know, you're going to get up to like, let's intricately do something that will stay here on Earth forever. You know, stacking rocks. It's like, it's nothing crazy. Same with Stonehenge, but it was like, obviously the Stonehenge like mimics the fucking solstice in the stars. But I don't know. You don't know anything. Oh, you pyramid nerds. That's just surface level understanding of the pyramids. You don't understand the pyramids, dude. They fucking whipped slaves to fucking carry bricks up on a fucking slope, and then they put bricks on another layer. Like I've played with Legos before. It's hardly that impressive. When I was a kid, I built from scratch like a Lego Black Pearl from Pirates of the Caribbean. Where's my fucking conspiracy documentary? You know?